Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit
What's
in
up,
it,
Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
In the
Hey,
last
Rashad.
scene, Caitlin Clark, her stalker, has been arrested. Man pleads guilty and is sentenced to prison for stalking Caitlin Clark. A 55-year-old Texas man who told police he was in an imaginary relationship with WNBA star Caitlin Clark was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison on Monday after pleading guilty to stalking and harassing the Indiana Fever Guard. Michael Lewis of Denton, Texas, reached a deal with the Marion County prosecutors in which he pled guilty to one felony count of stalking and one misdemeanor count of harassment. He will get credit for time served in the Marion County Adult Detention Center since his arrest. Lewis was also ordered to stay away from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Hinkle Fieldhouse, and Fever events and Indiana Pacers organization events, as well as have no contact with Clark, who was 23. He was also not allowed internet access during his sentence. This resolution ensures that the defender is held accountable for his threatening actions, the fear he instilled, and the disruption he caused. Marion County prosecutor Ryan Mears said, according to WTHR Channel 13 in Indianapolis. He will now spend the next 2.5 years in the Department of Correction, and the victim will be able to have a peace of mind while focusing on what matters to her, which is basketball. The judge also recommends that Lewis, who said on Monday's courtrooms proceedings that the end of the world was coming. Oh Lord, have mercy. Get mental. Oh man. You can't help yourself until you get help, the judge told Lewis. Lewis was arrested on January 12th after authorities alleged that he sent hundreds of quote-unquote threats and actually explicit messages on X to Clark between December 12th, 2024 and just January 11th, 2025. I've been driving around your house 3 times a day, Lewis messaged to Clark according to the court documents, but don't call the law just yet. The public is allowed to drive by Gainbridge, a.k.a. Caitlin's Fieldhouse. Oh, my goodness. 2.5 years ain't enough. I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind the bench, another message read. They said I was sending threatening texts, but the only way through my mind was Caitlin, all caps, another red. Other messages were violent according to the court documents. If the judge says get help, shouldn't he be ordered to are there any mental health programs in prison? I don't know. This is the thing where people were saying defund the police. They weren't just saying like get rid of police departments. They were saying instead of putting all this money into the police department and law enforcement, how about we send some of that money to mental health resources for community activists, advocates, and these people, and this and that. I feel like this is a great example of this. If this is someone who's clearly dealing with mental health issues, why not this mental health guy deal or have any professionals to his aid to kind of help him along the way, help him get better, or help him deal with whatever the case he might have, instead of just letting a man who the world would perceive as quote unquote crazy just back out on the streets after sitting in prison for a year. When he sits in prison for a year, he's going to come out and think, oh, the world's about to end anyway. I'm going to continue doing what I was doing beforehand. I don't know. It's just like common sense stuff that I'd be thinking about. Other messages were violent. According to the court documents, the FBI tracked the IP addresses of Lewis messages to a hotel in downtown Indianapolis, as well as the Indianapolis Public Library. Indianapolis police then made a welfare check on Lewis, according to the court documents, and he told officers that he was in a quote-unquote imaginary relationship with Clark, that he came to Indianapolis on vacation. The messages sent to Clark continued after the initial visit by the police. Clark was the number 1 pick of the 2024 WNBA draft, but has been limited to 13 games this season because of injuries and is currently sidelined with a strained right groin. In December, a 40-year-old man in Oregon pled guilty to stalking Paige Beckers and was given a 1-year suspended sentence and 3 years probation. ESPN's Katie Barnes and the Associated Press contributed to this report. And if you remember, when he first went in his initial court appearance, there was nothing that he could say, and he just sat in there. He went, guilty as charged. And they was like, excuse me, sir, that's not what you do today. Today you just hear, do you have a bail or not? But since you want to be crazy, and she didn't say crazy, but since you want to act like that, then we can act like that. And there is that. So let me see if I can see this Michael Lewis thing. Michael Lewis. I'm going to see if I can find this clip again. Guilty as charged. Let me see. Why you want to go and do that? And here are some of the messages. Oh, this is not that. This is something else. Okay. Let me see before we close out. And then we'll get to watching the games tonight, everything. I hope everybody has a good night, things of that sort. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. You too. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. Afternoon. You are here today because the state of Indiana and your attorney have told me that you are going to plead guilty. Is that your desire?
Yes.
So you are pleading guilty to stalking, a level 6 felony, which is a lesser included of the level 5 felony, and added count 2 harassment as a class B misdemeanor. Is that how you wish to resolve your case?
Yes.
Under count 1, you could have received up to 6 years in the Department of Corrections. Instead, you will receive, under the level 6, it's up to 2.5 years. You will receive all of that, 2.5 years executed at the Department of Corrections. They may not take you to the Department of Corrections, and I understand that you don't want to go there, but that's what's in the plea and that's what the court is ordering. I will recommend that you stay at the Marion County Jail. 2.5 years at DOC on count 2, 180 days suspended. No probation. They're running consecutively. And you're agreeing to have no contact with Caitlin Clark for the duration of the sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So he can reach out to Caitlin Clark after these 2 years? That's a bit crazy, ain't it? It's a bit crazy. Where's the I'm trying to find the initial court appearance. Shout out to Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker in here for some reason. Oh, Emmanuel Lewis. I was like, why is Chris Tucker there? Emmanuel Lewis again with Michael Jackson. Emmanuel Lewis just always everywhere here. Emmanuel Lewis again. All right, let me stop. What is this? Jerry Lewis. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't, that's it. Because this is the last thing anyway. All right, I can't find it. The guilty is charged. So, with that being said, SSB, what's happening? SSB, you caught me at the end of the live, brother. I'm about to get off of here, dog. I'm about to get off of here, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody for sure. Shouts out to Lamsa Q. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Love to Dean's List on 10 years. Goodness gracious. It's crazy. Shouts out to Today. Showing up today. She said I was right. I appreciate that. Because I said I had accountability. I apologize. And the SFB checked in. So I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm headed out though for the night. Getting some sleep early. And trying to get as close to 8 hours as I can. So I hope you all take care of yourselves. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Do not watch the dream. I'm about to watch the Sparks after this. I'm about to watch the Sparks. Cameron Brink's return and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Oh, they talking about Ronald Acuna might have torn something. I hope not. Hey, prayers up to Ronald Acuna Jr. for sure. Dang, that boy always. But yeah, have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 10K subs. I will be live each and every single day on this channel. What time it'll be, I don't really know. Probably tomorrow, though. It'll probably be around the same time as tonight because I got to go back to the office on Thursday as well. So late streams will be back on like Thursday and the weekend and everything like that. But until then, I'll be doing early streams. Y'all, please take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.